Hi, my name's Simon. I'm the maths tutor at SFMaths. So in this short video, I just want to make a few comments really about what maths tutoring is or should be and how it would work if you engage with me. So the first thing I want to say is that my principle is that maths tutoring is a partnership. So it's not just a teacher showing the student how to do something. It's a process involving myself, you, the student, parents, and your school. So if I always think that if I'm planning really good sessions, you're working really hard, you've got fantastic support from your parents and your school, you will be successful. You will make progress. There's no doubt about it. So if we get all those things in place, then you should be able to achieve your goals. If you're doing a maths session with me, I want to just describe how it might work. So the majority of my tutoring is done online. So I have a vast array of technology that I use. I have to confess to being a little bit of a gadget freak. And we'll be using online whiteboards and we'll be working together on things. For a session to work well, I need something from you beforehand. So I need to know what you need to know. And to achieve that, one of the great ways of doing it is if you take some photos of a test or a question that you struggled with at school, or just something you're just not sure about, and send it over to me via WhatsApp or email, then that gives me a great basis to plan a session. So I can go over that question and I can create some follow-up questions, and we can really get to the bottom of it and hopefully solve the problem that you've got. If you're not sure what you want to work on, and that's often the case, it's often difficult to kind of put your finger on what it is you don't know. You often don't know what you don't know. That's fine too. I can do diagnostic sessions, so I can give you questions and I can find out where your strengths and weaknesses are, working through the syllabus bit by bit, and we'll unearth issues, and if we don't, then it just means that we can stretch you further and further and further. So a session will be planned. So I will go into a session with a view of what we're going to cover, but 9 times out of 10 we won't stick to that plan. It will be very fluid. We will be moving around and changing tack as we hit different problems. And the reason I can do that is because I'm a very experienced teacher. I've got lots and lots of resources that I can pull on. So if I need a question on a particular topic, I know exactly where to go, and I've got it to hand, and I can change the direction of the lesson on the fly. And that really, in a nutshell, is the strength of one-to-one tutoring. That's not something that normally a classroom teacher can do when you've got 20 or 30 students in front of you. That is something that is the power of one-to-one tutoring. And I think if a tutor can do that, then we can usually get somewhere. Okay. Yeah, I think that probably covers the bulk of the description. I mean, obviously my contact details are all on the site, so if you've got questions about how I work, please ask me. If you engage with me, there's not going to be an obligation. You can always drop out at any time you like. I perfectly understand that sometimes students and tutors just don't click and it just doesn't work, and the right thing for you to do in that case is to go and try and find another tutor, and there'll be no hard feelings on that, and I perfectly understand that occasionally will happen, although I have to say it hasn't happened with any of my students yet. I will, as I said earlier, I will try and involve the parents as much as possible before we start tutoring, I always like to do a meeting, an online meeting with you, the student, and your parents and myself, just to talk about the expectations of what you want to get out of it, where you think you are, what grades you're targeting, and also I can talk about how it works. We can maybe do a little bit of test on the technology just to make sure that you can use the interactive whiteboards before we get going. That'll mean we won't be wasting any time when we do start. There's obviously no cost for that pre-meeting and no obligation. You know, you can turn away at that point if you like. I like the parents to keep regular contact. You know, a quick meeting or a quick call every couple of months or so, I think would be ideal, just to discuss progress. Obviously, the parents are normally the ones who are paying for this, and there's a major financial commitment. So I think you certainly should expect that. And of course, if you ever need any information, just call. I'm always available, and more than happy to have that sort of conversation. Obviously, all the details are on the site. If you want any information, please ask, and I will look forward to hearing from you. Okay.